morning, DMS. I'm Eliana Quintero, and welcome back to my segment, Raising the Purple Flag. This week, I will be talking about the most recent presidential debate and the importance of respecting others and their beliefs. To kick off, the first presidential debate between Democrat Joe Biden and Republican Donald Trump was a whirlwind, interruptions, name-calling, and other childish actions. Rather than addressing the issues our country is facing, the candidates decided to talk nonsense and participate in what seemed to be a childlike feud. Although very few, here are some of the points made by the candidates. Biden brings up the unsafe rallies held by the Trump administration amidst a pandemic. Trump responds by explaining that they held them because his supporters were eager to hear from him. He also mentioned that because the rallies were outside, that it was safe to hold them. Trump moves on to say that Biden wants no law and order in the country. He also goes on to say that his opponent refuses to even mention the topic because that will result in a loss of his radical left supporters. Biden responds by explaining that he is in favor of law and order and is against defunding the police. His plan is to provide more resources and to further educate our police officers in order to prevent further damage. Some highlights from the debate are Trump saying that nobody cares about Biden and that he doesn't have it in his blood to run a country and save lives, while Biden calls Trump a clown and the worst president the country has seen. The lesson to be learned from this disastrous event is that although we may have different beliefs and opinions, we should respect and support each other. You may support the Black Lives Matter movement while your neighbor doesn't, but that doesn't mean you should call them names. As a country, we need to learn to be kind to one another, especially during this election. That is all for this week, and I hope you enjoyed the segment. Thank you so much for listening. And once again, I'm Eliana Quintero. I hope all you beautiful human beings have a wonderful, positive, radiant, amazing Friday. Remember, be kind.
Carter Greason,
And I'm Jackson Kersey.
and today we're going to be talking about what's on your mind.
This week's segment is people's favorite connection classes. Let's take a closer look.
I'm Manish Patel, and my favorite connections is band because I'm learning the trombone, and it's the third instrument I'm learning, and I love the teacher, Miss Cordona. She's really nice, and I love Miss Webb.
Hi, I'm Addie Wicks. My favorite connections classes are Miss Triplett's class because we just always do lots of fun stuff in there, and Mr. Rader's class because it's a chiller class than most other connections, I guess.
My favorite connection, I would say, is journalism. Through all the connections I've had, because I've had journalism the beginning of 7th grade and then throughout that year, and then I'm gonna have it throughout this year. And I would say journalism because I really love photography, and that is a big unit in journalism. And I like writing, so I feel like those two mix, and that's literally what journalism is. So that's why I enjoy journalism so much.
Hi, I'm Carol Satterfield. I'm the health teacher at Dalton Middle School, and I've been asked to talk about breast cancer today. Breast cancer has been a big part of my family. My aunt had it when I was a little girl, and then my mom got it 15 years ago, but she was in remission until 2 years ago, which she got it moved to her bones, and she died from it 2 years ago. And a year later, my daughter-in-law, who is 28 at the time, got breast cancer, and we are very, very lucky and blessed that she is in remission right now and doing really well. But it touches everybody. I can't even imagine that anybody will go through life without knowing somebody with breast cancer. Over 2 million people, new cases are diagnosed a year just in the United States. And in 2017, over 500,000 people died from it. And so it's very important that we raise money and awareness for it, that it can get research and cure coming soon, I hope. There's new medicines coming every day. Also, it's real important that everybody knows that it's not just a woman thing. Guys can get breast cancer too. So it's very important that you have knowledge about it and that you are aware of it. Also, starting on the 19th of October, we will be selling bracelets that last year's 8th graders designed. They say Think Pink DMS and Hope for the Fighters. And this money, all of it, will go to the Breast Cancer Society, the ones in Dalton. And we're hoping that you will buy one. They'll be available in homeroom. They're going to take a list in homeroom, and then we'll have them delivered to you once they're all ordered. Thanks.
When I think about breast cancer awareness, I think about my mom. My mom is 74 years old, and 20 years ago she got breast cancer at age 54. And that was a very scary time for our family. She had to take chemo, but she is so much better now. She came through it. She's strong. She's doing great. It has not come back, and we're so thankful and proud of that. So I always try to remember her around this time.